All right, man. Torture Talk. We back in here. OT show. You know what it is, man. All right, man. Thank y'all for joining me. It's all good. Torture Talk. OT show. You know what it is. All right. So look, today's episode, we're going to be talking about Drake has fallen off the top 10. Yes, he's out of the top 10. And I think that this is very fascinating to see. And the reason why is because everybody was saying how that album was doing so good and how it was a classic. And I told y'all the album was trash. So look, before we get into that, I gotta get the spill. This is Torture Talk. If you like the content, please consider subscribing if you're new here. Let me work for your subscription today. All the beautiful, single, sexy ladies, put one in the chat. All the fellas, y'all know where to find the ones that just don't harass them. I don't sell no merch, but I do have content, absolutely free. But if you will leave a donation, thank y'all for the donations, by the way. If you want to leave a donation, link is in the description. Cash App. No more PayPal. They call me the hidden gem. I went from 1,300 subscribers to over 16,000. And yes, I am the king of the north. Let me know the kingdom you from. Also, too, there will be a battle rap event on this page live, free. All you have to do is click the link and you'll see it. Free battle rap. Me versus J Dev. He's pretty good. This is gonna be a good battle. And yeah. So let's get to it, man. Let's do it. March 23rd. March 23rd. If I didn't say it. All right, this comes courtesy of the Ville. You know what it is. So let's get it.
Well, the results are in. The results are in for Billboard's Hot 100, and it looks like Drake is almost sliding off of the charts. It looks like Drake's music has almost gone non-existent in the top 10. Recently, it was Kendrick Lamar and Drake going at it in the top 10, fighting for the number one spot. Now it looks like a majority of the songs that Drake's album had came with, the Triple S for You, it looks like a majority of those songs have fallen out of the top 10. The only one remaining is Nokia. And the interesting thing about Nokia that we covered on this channel was the fact that this was a song that was pushed by fans by getting content awards, fan awards to people who are getting paid to play this music, getting paid to play this music as a reward from this marketer that we had talked about. It's in this post right here where Eddie, the marketer, had described in this app called WAP that if you were to react or were to create content using Triple S for You, using Nokia, or anything that they were.
I don't think people notice that the app is called WAP. WAP, 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 WAP. Yo, how do you even approve something like that? The app is called WAP. That come up. I'm gonna do my stuff. Bro, how do you even do that? Yo, I'm telling you, man, this is very fascinating. This is very fascinating. But look, so how do I feel about Drake's songs falling out the top 10? I got a lot to say about this because I know a lot of the Drake Glazers and Drake fans are gonna be really upset about this. But we're gonna get to it, man. We're gonna get to it. But yeah, let's keep it going.
Requesting for you to do for this Drake album. If you reacted to this, he was going to pay you. He was going to pay you an X amount of money to make this song go viral with a clip that you created. Now, obviously, this was a big talking point because he was trying to express how he was paying people, awarding people. Now, the thing is that he doesn't say pay, he says award. There's a way that they phrase things and use different phrases for things to pay people an award for reacting to the music, listening to the music, and basically creating content for the music so that way the song could go viral.
So could you just break down what you've been doing with Drake and Party Next Door's team for their album launch?
So it's clipping. It's called content rewards. The way that I look at it is like right now I'm running a Facebook ads agency before Facebook ads existed, or like right when Facebook ads launched. And like if you're running ads back then, you had the cheapest cost you could get for advertising, which is what we're doing now. And so they launched their album on the 14th of February. It's like what, the 26th right now, 25th. And what we did, they gave us a budget to pay out their audience, pay out clippers and UGC creators to just make content like around the album, anything related. So we're paying 70 cents per 1,000 views for UGC creators to make like videos reacting to it, lip syncing, dancing, like trends, memes to the album. And then we're paying clippers 50 cents per 1,000 views just for taking like streamers reacting to clips and just anything related to the album, like clipping.
So you can see even this marketer is admitting that.
I mean, how is that not paying? Like, yo, how is that not pay to play, bro? Like, I just don't understand how y'all try to get around that one. He's literally paying people to basically do tasks for the song, bro. That's it. To create viral moments. I'm gonna tell y'all like this. We have becoming it's become a thing now where it's so easy to go viral because people manipulate the system to go viral. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad because people that like listen, I don't use none of that. I don't use none of that. My videos, I do everything myself. I edit all of them myself. I do all the thumbnails. I don't have no people behind me. None of that. And I want to keep it that way because I like my content and I like how I do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have all this other answering to somebody. I don't want to do none of that. I like how I do it. You know what I'm saying? But I noticed that a lot of these content creators, once they get to a certain level, and there's not wrong with getting paid, but for me, if I get to a certain level, you're not coming to me with a deal. I'm gonna tell you what I want. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm gonna do. If this show ever get to blow up to the point where it's like, oh man, this guy is out of here, and I'm known like that, and I ain't no more hidden gem, then yeah, I already got everything written down and everything. I already know where I'm trying to go with this. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of these people, man, I just don't understand what's the difference between what he's doing and what people go to the radio and pay for a stream or pay for spins. I don't see the difference.
He helped Drake by paying fans, awarding fans to listen to the music, to listen to songs from Triple S for You. In particular, he mentions that Nokia was a song that caught a lot of buzz for doing this, for awarding people to dance to songs that came out in this album. One of the songs that went viral was Nokia, and it was a person that he had paid to clip themselves go viral while listening to this song.
Sense.
Yeah, so it's really just about how we structured the actual campaign. So when you set up a campaign, you can create guidelines. So the guidelines for this was like, you must use a sound from the album in the song. It must be 10 seconds minimum. And then we also put a cap on the amount of views we're paying out for, which I forgot what the view count was, but it was $1,000 was the max payout for one clip.
Gotcha. So if someone makes a video, they hit these requirements, and it gets over, let's say, 1.5 million views, you'd pay them up to $1,000, but then any of the views after that, they don't get paid for.
Exactly. And so we've had a few clips go like crazy viral. There's one that has 9 million views. There's a few that have around 4 million. And so those guys earned $1,000 from those clips. And we got an extra 3, 4, even up to, I think, like 7 million views.
And what's interesting, if you go to this interview right now,
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, I just don't. I just think that if this shoe was on the other foot and Kendrick was doing this, oh my God, you'll see even people that's in the game saying Kendrick is cheating. You'll say, oh man, Kendrick can't do this, bro. Why did he need to do that? Remember that? Oh, he needs SZA to help him. Remember, oh man, why he need this? It's like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Y'all gotta stop this, bro. Like for real. This is cheating, bro. That's cheating, bro. And if you wanna say it's not, okay, cool. But for me, that's cheating. That's cheating. Now, if Drake came out and said, yeah, this is what we do, this is how we promote, I wouldn't even be mad at it because that's what he said. But you can't compete with Kendrick by doing something like that and then say that you the bigger artist. To me, you wouldn't even need to do that if you was the bigger artist. You wouldn't need to do that. It's crazy.
I was reacting to this on live. They had clipped out, like they used, I think, probably YouTube Studio to clip out a part where he says that one of the songs that specifically went viral for the things that he's saying here is Nokia. And now Nokia is going down the charts because you could see that the streams that were given to Nokia, as well as the other songs on Drake's album, were fabricated. Technically not fabricated because they're paying people to listen to it, but that's the problem. You're awarding, and I quote, awarding people to listen to it. So once the advertisements go away, once the marketing goes away, once the budget and the awards stop coming, you could see that the album starts going down. And what's interesting about
I'm gonna say this. I honestly think that what he's saying right here is 100% facts. The thing is, for them to say, for this guy to sit here and say, not Avil, but the other guy, to say that none of this is organic. This is not organic. If Drake was such a big artist, which he is a big artist, I'm not saying he ain't, but if he was so relevant still, right? He wouldn't need to do none of this. He don't need to. The thing is, he just wants to beat Kendrick at any and all costs. Anything he needs to do, he wants to beat Kendrick at it. Kendrick Lamar is competing with Drake. I want y'all to understand this, with an album that came out in November. Drake is the bigger artist. Now, you would think that Drake comes out, he drops an album, everybody would forget about Kendrick's album. And they would just love Drake's album and then go on. Drake dropped the album, one of the worst albums he ever created, and one of the worst openings as far as weekly sales. And on top of that, he's paying people to actually go out and try to create viral moments for the album. That's what I'm saying. Like did man, listen, man. Let's keep it going.
About this marketer and how he's exposing this is there's a part in the video where he says,
What's that like? Because Drake, it makes sense. You're paying these people to make like videos of them dancing to his music. As long as they use his music and they're dancing, they get 70 cents per 1,000 views. So like any female influencer, any person could do that. Or if they're, you said clipping,
any female could do that. Hold on, what do you say?
any female influencer, any person could do that.
Who did we see? Who did we see dance to this song? Who danced to Nokia on Twitter? Shout out Profound. He already got it. Lotto, bro. And as you can see here, you could see Lotto. She did the exact same thing, being an influencer, being a creator of content, music, whatever the case may be, dancing to Nokia. And it's things like this where you hear marketers do podcasts, do interviews, talking about things like this. And then when you see in social media Lotto dancing to Nokia, it makes you think, is this really even real? Is this artificial?
I think it is. And I think he got a song with Lotto, right? But see, I'm going to tell you like this, man. People going to do what they want to do regardless of what we say and how we feel. But people going to do what they want to do. They're going to do what they want to do. Let me fix this camera a little bit. I'm sorry. People going to do what they want to do. But my biggest issue with people like Lotto and all of these, they're like bots. And I got an episode coming up about female rap. And I'm going to explain how I feel about female rap. And a lot of y'all might not like it. A lot of y'all might love it. But I got an episode coming up about that. So it might drop tomorrow. So be on the lookout.
What is real and what is not? Once it gets put into the mix, how can we tell that Lotto is actually enjoying the music, or if she's aware because she's cool with Drake that she could be awarded by listening to his music as well? Now take it for what you will, but when you have artificial things happen, artificial love happen, and it mixes with the real, it's hard to tell what is authentic and what is fake. Not only that, we have fans that will go out here and say stuff like this. I got my sister and mom streaming this on a playlist with 6 or 8 other songs at all times. Have to make sure it's not just on single repeat to avoid detection. Avoid detection is insane. Different accounts and your own custom playlist too. This is the way to run the streams up properly. Keep going. So you have these.
See, this is what I mean. These new age people, right? New age, whatever you want to call them, they're retarded. It's like you literally put that out. And a lot of these young dudes, a lot of these young people, they have no sense of secrecy. They think by saying this in public that there's something. Now, again, this could be fake. Who knows? But this is the attitude that they have. This is how you fake streams. This is how you run the numbers up. As if the record labels and people are not watching what you say. It's crazy, man. I never seen nothing like it. It's unbelievable.
That are going out their way, getting their family involved, their mom, their sister involved, so that way they could stream this album to benefit a cause that you're part of. Now, this is separate from what the marketer is doing and the other things that he's talking about. But it's similar in the way where fans and people are trying to make authentic views, authentic streams for Drake in this new album. And no matter how hard you try to imitate streams, you can't fake influence. It's speaking for itself in real time. No matter how many people you award or pay, no matter how many devices you stream, If it's not real, it's not going to stay on the charts. If it's not what the people are feeling, it's not going to stay on the charts. All that for Drake's album, so that way Nokia could be the only charted song in the top 10, when just a few weeks ago, Drake and Kendrick were fighting on the charts for the number one spot. Kendrick's album had been out for months, and Drake couldn't even compete with that. GNX has been out for over 4 months now, over five, I think, at this point. And Drake was competing with an album that's been out for months. Even in
What did I just say to y'all? That album been out and Drake is still compete. It's like Kendrick Lamar got Drake competing for with an album that he released months ago. And y'all talking to me about Drake is the bigger artist. Like, come on, bro. Something's gotta give. Y'all gotta give something up.
Drake's album, I believe this was like the second week sales or the third week sales, he was only able to sell 800 album copies, where GNX was selling 15,000. One has been out for 4 or 5 months, the other one has been out for a few weeks. So people could fake the streams, people could pay people to stream it, people could award, however you want to spin it, however you want to put it. You can't fake the influence. And this is why Drake is sliding off the charts. This is why he's falling off the charts. And I told everybody this in the very beginning. And it appears that this is something that Drake is going to need to understand. No matter how many people you pay, no matter how many marketers you pay, so that way they could award fans for clipping your music and videos, there's no way you're going to stay on top artificially. And who knows how long Luther will stay at the number one spot. But Not Like Us, as you can see, has been a top 5 charted song this whole time. Not Like Us had been number one for multiple weeks and still stays in the top 10 position. We have multiple Kendrick songs in the top 10 list. We have Luther, Not Like Us, TV Off, and they all change from up and down, going back and forth. But it's because people are actually listening to the music. People are actually listening to every single track. And this is something that can't be faked because it's not given an artificial push and the people are actually enjoying the music. I think this.
If Drake thinks that all of these songs are where it's at today, wait until Kendrick starts his tour. All of those songs gonna shoot right back up. Once he start that tour, that GNX stadium tour, yeah, it's all over. But let's get it going, man. Yeah, so I'm just saying, at this point, when we gonna just admit that Drake has fallen off and he needs to take a break and come back later? That's it. Because right now, all the music that he's releasing, Drake released over 40 songs. And none of these songs stuck. People don't realize that. He released over 40 songs. Or like 39 or something. 30, like 33 or something. Maybe like that. Yeah, he released over almost 40 songs. None of them sticking. And you got to artificially inflate your numbers by paying people or rewarding people to do something like that. It's just not working. And then I'm telling y'all now, this is the end for that dude. And I said it, and I'm going to keep saying it until y'all believe me. But it is what it is. Thank y'all for joining me. You know what it is, man. I'll see y'all. Peace. Bye.